Day 9. Really pleasant night. I slept like a log, got all of my stuff organized. I didn't really get anything done with my YouTube stuff because I'm in the woods, but I got everything organized. So yeah, there's that. Sitting here sipping on my coffee. It's about 3:30 in the morning. I woke up on time because I have a mountain to climb. Well, not much of a mountain. It's 2,000 feet up, 2,000 feet down. Not a big deal, but I'd rather do it in the dark than in the sun. The sides of the mountains you always face when you're headed north. The side you climb is always the sunny side, and then you go down the shadow side. So you might as well climb the sunny side in the dark and go down the shadow side in the light. Only makes sense. And maybe there's a small chance I'll catch a sunrise. Yeah, I'm always down with that. I know I don't talk about it much, but I really miss my girlfriend, man. Think about her a lot while about her. Not much I can do but miss on her. Just, I don't know, weighs on me. She's in my mind a lot. I miss her. All right, if everything works out well, we have running water later today. It's only 10 miles away, and there's a little hill in the way, but, should be there before lunch. Maybe if the water isn't ice cold, because every time you find running water, it's ice cold. Like you fantasize about it on the way there. You're like, ooh, running water. But you get there and it's freaking ice cold, so you don't want to jump in it or sit in it and bathe or whatever it is, But, I'm going to lounge there regardless. I don't care if it's ice cold or not. I'm just, just soak my feet or something. Running water is kind of rare. It's the first we've seen, so I'm going to hang out and take advantage of it a little bit, and I'm in no hurry. Okay, polish off my coffee and let's climb a little mountain. And we're off. Okay, so it's 4:30. We're off to a decent start so far. Trail is just right over here. And let's wander and see if we just luck out, catch some sunrise or something beautiful. There's no clouds or anything, not that I could tell. I see stars shining everywhere. So I don't expect much of a sunrise. But, I'm always hopeful. There's a glowing thing down there, I have to assume. Wow. Didn't think I'd be able to see it from here, but that has to be Flatfoot's campsite. Let a truck peel through here in the middle of the night, do a little donut and leave. I don't know what that was about, but I heard his brakes. And I got my bear spray ready. Pretty sure that was the trail? No. Ah, there's the trail. Zoom and back this way. Duh. There's always a little bit of wandering around and guessing. Good morning, moon. It's only a half moon. You can't quite tell, but the cameras are getting better with the moon. Okay. See trail marker. I do not see trail yet. There we go. Alright, let's do it. Hey. There. Liquid. Well, at least a big wet spot. I wonder where that's coming from. Must be a seep or something. Crazy. Some ants live in slave colonies. Most ants will go to bed. These ants just keep working until they get too cold to move, and then they just freeze in place. And then they start moving again when they get warm. Sometimes you see them up on the mountains, a lot higher, where they're just all frozen solid in a line. You're like, what's that black line? And as you get closer, you realize it's a frozen line of ants. Or sometimes, like, the sunlight will hit just part of the line and you can see them waking up. But I haven't seen many ants that come out and, stay out all night. It's kind of weird. That queen is a slave driver. It's a little warmer out than I expected. I'm gonna have to do a wardrobe change. Might as well get a little safety meeting in. Just hoping to find somewhere to sit down. But yeah, look at all this elephant grass. If I was a big cat, this is where I'd live. I'd be invisible in this stuff. Except for your glowing eyeballs. They don't know their eyeballs glow. Ba-choom. This is probably the heaviest toy I've brought with me ever. But it is pretty cool. I'm a fan. I don't know how long the batteries last for. Pretty much if I use it a lot in the night, you know, just playing around like I am now, then I'll charge it. I don't know when I'm really gonna need it. This thing finds signs like no other at night. But I think I'm out of the sign area now. It's more blazes on trees. Which, come to think of it, I haven't seen a single one today. I'd like to believe I'm on the trail, but I've thought that many times in the past. So, let's sit down and have a little safety meeting and look at the map. Where can I sit? Trail, come on, hook me up. That looks like a sitting bush right there. There'll be something underneath it, right? Nope. Nothing but sand. I'd rather take it off on the trail. Oh, that's sand too. Let's get out of the last sandy area. Okay, we get goals. Not a place to sit. Oh, trail marker. Okay, I don't have to check the map. Okay, this will work for me. Well, my gear really glows. I'm barely hitting it with my little light. Oh, that just lights it up too much. My pack glows so many colors. My sticks are green. My pack's covered in reflectors. There's no way you're gonna see me. Oh, I am super safe now. Dun, dun, dun. Time is moving slowly, which is nice. It's not even 5 o'clock yet. I'm not very far up the trail. Maybe a mile tops. Nah, not even. Not even, maybe. Oh, that's a beautiful tree. Oh, I would have loved to see you like 30 miles ago. Oh, thinking about it, yesterday was technically my first 20 plus mile day. But some of that, 5 of it was without a backpack on, so it's not, it doesn't fully count. And backtracking, you know, it's not forward progression miles, but still, my feet walked 20 miles yesterday. I'm not trying to get to that point yet, though. I'm still in, yeah, take it easy mode, man. Let my body build up to this. I can hear coyotes off in the distance. Hope to get closer so I can really capture the noise. It's creepy, it is. I mean, it's not scary noise when I hear it from inside the house. When I, you know, inside my tent is a different story. Desert coyotes are one thing, but there was this group of them coming down a mountain pass, man. And mountain passes are kind of narrow. I mean, this one's probably 200 or 300 yards, 200 yards wide. It's pretty wide, but still. And you know, in the middle of the night, I heard a big group of them yipping and howling, and they just, I don't know, I could just envision the froth and the snapping maws and all that sharp teeth. And I could hear them getting closer, and they just sound crazy. And then they must have found this other little way, and they went that way, and their noises slowly faded. But that was the first time I was ever kind of scared of coyotes. I mean, I've never encountered a pack in the wild. You know, I never had them come up on me. I've seen coyotes here and there tons of times. They're not real big animals, but, you know, they travel in packs. But I don't know about them Yellowstone ones, man, because that's where I was. They just sounded scarier than desert ones. I have to guess that glow on the horizon. Whoa, it is too much. I lost everything. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Ooh, try it again. Zoom. No, you just lose everything in the darkness. Crazy. But I believe that little spot of light to be Silver City, but just really far away. It is a pretty big city as far as like the kind of places you normally walk through on a trail, like, you know, actually walk through the town. I think the trail actually just hits the edge and binks off, but, you know, let's still go on to the town. Unfortunately, oh, okay, saw something shiny. Came to a stop. It's a trail marker. But unfortunately, the Walmart and, you know, the things I need are on the other side of town, which is a several-mile walk. Maybe I'll be smart and use their bus system this time. And one of the big goals, of course, is to try to get the first video out to YouTube, because, you know, I'm stuck with that one. But if I'm actually able to make progression using, like, you know, because they'll have Starbucks in there somewhere, probably like 20 of them, that I can use their Wi-Fi. And if I'm making progression, I'm going to stay and see if I can just do the homeless thing in town. And I'll stay for you know, a couple days if I'm actually making progression. If I'm not, I'm just going to keep saving everything I have and going up the trail. As much as I want to publish things, I also, you know, have to have forward progression. It's always like this, though. YouTube is a pain in the ass, but I feel as though it's worth it, you know, and everything's working out. I don't think these hikes would be nearly the same if y'all didn't come with me. But I'd still be doing this and talking to myself, because that's half who I'm talking to. It's half you, half future me. Depends. Depends on context. It is a beautiful morning, man. I love this. You don't get a whole lot of, like, really nice early mornings on trail. Oh, that's a bunny. You know, normally mornings, even in the summer, are freaking cold, man. They hurt. Because, you know, you're up in the mountains. You're all thinking summer, you know. I'm thinking I'm at, like, you know, 12,000 feet. So to have just a pleasant morning where, you know, I don't have to have special gloves on. I'm not, you know, my fingers aren't around my neck, because my neck's always kind of warm. So quite often my fingers get really painful. They're up under my collar, in my armpits if I can get them in there, but, you know, it's hard with all this gear on. Look, 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 look. Nice. I'm glad this exists, man, just for the animals, you know. Like, the desert is a harsh, harsh environment, and it's getting worse every year. Everything's getting drier. Vegetation is dying. Things are trying to migrate out, but where do you migrate to? We've already taken all the good spots. Can't be easy. Oh, and I did see like a little warning sign on the map. Something about like a pre-planned fire reroute. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get there. But I'm curious if they've already done the burn. Because I've never seen prescribed burns in the desert. You know, at least I've seen them in the woods plenty of times, but never in the desert. Especially a windy-ass place like New Mexico. You really got to plan that accordingly. I see your eyeballs. Yeah, okay, male wolf spider. I can only see them when they're facing me. You know, their eyeballs don't glint 360. So I'm curious how many I've just stepped on, not noticing them. I don't mean to. Well, we have a lot of spiders here. Not like the south, though. Never seen more spiders. Spiders on spiders on spiders. I don't know what he's doing. He's just chilling there. It's a little moth. I don't even know if he's alive. Did he just die on the tip of that branch? Landed and got speared? Or is he sleeping? Nah, moths are night creatures. He's not sleeping. Even with all of these great ambush spots, I'm not all cat weary right now. I'm in cat leery. You know, I can't keep my eye out for them. Definitely do. But I'm not all stressed out. I haven't seen a single print on the trail, and I've been going through a lot of, you know, there's soft sand everywhere. I see nothing but bunny, cow, and people prints on the trail. Once we crossed through the gate, we went back into cowland, and there was instantly like piles of poo everywhere. I'm like, God, welcome back. I'm just playing with a flashlight, you know. I'm not sure how long the batteries last. Oops. So I figured I'd play with it until it was near dead, so I could at least get an idea. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I'm hoping to catch some eyeballs, you know, something that doesn't know I'm seeing it. Although I'm lighting it up, how does it not know? But it's harder to attack me when you're blind. I don't know, it's like painting with light, you know. It's like you get that square. That's all the color you get. It's all that exists is in the square. Alright, probably better. There you go. Better without the headlamp on. Ooh, it's a little hard. Ooh, a little harder to walk. This is how we break our leg. How'd your hike end? Well, I was playing with this flashlight in the dark and walking, totally filming it, not paying attention, and whoops, steep gully. But I landed on a dead cow, squeezed the baby out of it. I'm so glad I didn't come along for that part. I wouldn't have known what to do, and I'm not carrying a afterbirth coated baby cow miles. How much does a baby cow weigh? You know, like, good on those people. Like, I would have really wanted to help, but you know, what do I do? I don't know. I'm glad I wasn't put in a situation to find out if I'm a big enough asshole to leave a defenseless baby cow to die alone in the desert. Yeah, I'd have been searching for service frantically, at the very least, so I could call somebody and say, hey, you know, there's a problem, come help this thing. But by myself, what can I do? It doesn't fit in the backpack. Oh, we got a road right there. It's pretty close. Definitely not the mountain climbing experience I thought it was going to be. I think I just walked around it. Pretty sure. Oh, what's that? It's not moving. You'll be lighting up those hikers. Sorry, Toby. Like, what the fuck is that? This big square appeared on my tent. Sometimes I scream at people's tents, though. I come around the corner, my headlamp hits it, and everybody's got those reflectors on their tents. And, you know, my first instinct is eyeballs, and it's generally kind of close. And so sometimes I scream at it. And I'm like, oh shit, that was a tent, my bad. Haven't seen a single interesting set of eyeballs. Figured I would, you know, and get such range. I'm a big fan of this, man. If I could get it down to, you know, half its size. It's not really the weight issue, it's just big. I saw a reflector down there, so I'm thinking the trail leads down here, because, I mean, you know, it's hard to tell. But that thing guides my light. I was on a dirt road. I think I'm still on a dirt road, you know, just a different one. Yeah, I did totally walk around that mountain. There is no mountain in front of me anymore. Okay, well, that was not what I was expecting in the least. Or I would have carried on further last night, maybe. But I had shit I needed to do, and I really needed some sleep. And I'm glad to be out all early. It's just really nice hiking. Enjoy the mornings that you can't. Oh, sorry, bird. Now I feel bad when I disturb the birds. I've been, you know, shining my thing on them, and you know, bunches of them fly out here and there. I'm like, ah, shit, sorry. Now that I know chickens are blind at night, how many other birds are blind at night? How do they do that? They fly out and they're just like, well, I'm just going to make kind of a crash landing somewhere. Hope for the best. Hopefully the moon's bright enough for them. It is much easier to see footprints with a flashlight in your hand as opposed to your head. When it's on your head, it washes out all the shadows. But you can change your angle of your grip and see better contours and whatnot. I mean, I can tell whose shoes are whose at night. It's kind of nice. Glad I'm not seeing my own footprint. I realized that section that I had to go back and do. Shit, I've done that section 5 times now. That little 3-mile section. That's a lot. I mean, that'd be nice. There's going to be much cow poo under it. Oh, yeah. Thank you, trail marker, because I'd have kept following the road. You got my back. Always the random tire. And sometimes they put salt in them and stuff, but I think that's just a random tire. I was like, hey, what's that glow? And I was like, that's too much to be a city. Turns out that's where the sun's gonna rise. But that means I'm headed southeast right now. So I'm like, well, that can't be right. I'm like, did I take the wrong way out of camp this morning? and zigged when I should have zagged. Check the map. I am still on trail and going in the right direction. Yeah, I didn't expect to be going southeast. Yeah, that threw me off. Scared me for a little bit, actually. I was like, oh, this is not right. I mean, when I hike, the sun normally rises over my right shoulder, somewhere over here. But no, Mr. Moon is to my right. That's where the sun's gonna pop up. That just, it feels unnatural, man. Hey, bunny. I like bunnies. Not only cute, but their eyes don't light up aggressive colors. Like you see it, and you're just like, oh, okay, it's a cute little bunny. See a jackrabbit, though, man. They're different, though. They're not bunnies, they're hares. But their eyes glow orange like the devil. Like when you're like, oh shit, what is that? They stand like 3 feet tall plus, without the ears. Oh, there's a wash right next to me. Didn't even notice it. Through this forest, this lush, thick forest. It'd be a nice campsite if it wasn't for the big pile of dookie. Am I going down here, I'm assuming? Or is it over here? There's a few possibilities. That looks pretty traily too. I don't see anything on the other side that looks traily. Yeah. Where are the human footprints? Those are all animal. No, that's my footprints. That's all animal. I think it's down there somewhere. Maybe up the other side over there or something. Aha, yes. Alright, there we go. Yes, footprints. And, it's just hiding right there. Turned off my headlamp for a minute just to see how well I could see in this dark, and then I turned it back on. I was looking at her. Sorry, cow. I'm moving on. Dad, you didn't get startled and run away. She startled me. She's laid right next to her. I was like, oh shit, what is that? Because it's too close for me to react if it's coming at me. All I can do is squeal. For as big as they are, cows get that jump scare on me all the time. Ninjas. I feel like I have not seen a single CDT logo on a tree yet. I've seen what, like 2 or 3 or 4 actually. With the little placards on the ground. I bet the trees appreciate that. I'm a fan of the white paint, we all know that. It's easy to maintain, you don't have to do it once every few years out in the desert, let me tell you. Use some of that newfangled reflective paint so I can see it. It's a pretty glow on the horizon, isn't it? If we get a decent vantage point, I'm going to stop down and take a little break, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's like less than 7 miles to water. And I think I have plenty on my back for a second coffee. Just kind of looking for a spot worthy of it. I think I'm at a trailhead. I think I see an informational kiosk up there. But somebody left us some water. I don't actually need any, but thank you very much. Because somebody definitely will. Okay, I see an RV. Oh, some campers over there. Sorry, peeps. Okay. Yeah, I see sitting rocks and all that. You know how it is around the trailheads. They line them with big boulders, generally flat tops, so you know what that looks like? Second coffee spot. I'm gonna wander over here, see if there's something further away from all the peeps. Why they would come here to camp, I don't know. Boulders all the way out here. It's a lot of effort to move all these boulders. Oh, and they knocked down the CDT sign. What? What? Oh, that one looks like it was made for my ass. Hello, beautiful. Look how flat this one is. Ta-da. This is meant to be a bench, is it not? Huh. Oh, campers over there. This is it. A good time to stop for a break. Sunrise is amazingly lame. The sky barely changed colors. Look at that. That's where the sunrise is happening. To my eyes, it is maybe peach at best. Maybe more will happen. But I got my cup of coffee. That's all that really matters. It got downright chilly, so you know, I have to puff it back on while I sit here and drink my hot coffee. Oh, any minute that sun's gonna come up over and everything will change. Expect it to be another pleasant day today. Give time to warm up, go down. There's that flowing water. I hope it's still flowing. Comments haven't changed, so I'll start updating now that I have a map. But it'll be nice to just soak my feet in some cold water. At, the very least. I haven't even seen flowing water yet, other than the little trickles this morning. Those kind of count. It's the desert. Any bit of water matters. Sit here for a bit, safety meeting, coffee, and then mosey. Oh, it has begun. Turns out the tent that was over there belonged to that one hiker with a human name that I can't remember because it's a word I've never heard. I can't remember what her name is, or I'd tell you, but it's like a name I've never heard before, so, I don't even know what to call her. And I was just sitting here having my coffee, and all of a sudden, popped out. Okay, so yeah, I'm done packing up, get my chart going, and start wandering towards that flowing water. This is a pretty nice place to camp. I mean, as far as it goes, lots of flat areas. I'm not sure how I feel about the boulders though, because I mean, there's a lot of them, and I don't even know how far up the road they go. They go as far as my eye can see. And how much does that cost? Like, because you could spend your money on a lot of other things. That's a lot of money in boulders. That's more than the average house, I have to imagine. Boulders aren't cheap. Getting them delivered and set and everything. I don't know. Hopefully they're locally sourced, man. I mean, sometimes people buy these rocks and they come from really far away. I've heard stories, but I've rich people doing extravagant things. But that's no cheap boulder. Maybe they got them at wholesale. I don't know. Boulder Discount went out and farmed them themselves. Don't know. But if they spent as much as I think they spent, man, they could have, got some nicer shit. Maybe a gazebo right in this area or something, hot tub over there underneath that tree up there, right there under the tree. Just saying. It's hard to tell if it's colder now or earlier this morning because I've taken off all my layers. It's just got character. It might be a woodpecker, might not. Hey, that's the place I was just down at. All the flat spots. Just kind of going up a little bit. What are these things called? Switchbacks. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, you're interesting. I'm sure it already has a name, but I'm calling it Fish Head Rock because that's what it looked like to me. Not quite dead yet. Still got plenty of living parts that are all thriving and healthy. Just, dead stuff all over the place too. But you gotta sacrifice some shit when you're running out of water. It's smart enough to like, well, I don't need my right side. I'll just kill your punk ass off and use you as shade. You see, so that I may survive. Brilliant strategy. It's been mostly uphill all day, but rather gradual. At times a little more than others, but for the most part pretty mellow. Nice training for actual uphills. Oh, again, there's that nice chill breeze coming in. That it's hot, but it is definitely bright. It's warm, but not hot. Still going steadily up. A little more aggressive at this point. But yeah, nothing intense. So I'm fairly certain I woke up on the other side of that hill right there. Thought that's what I was climbing before the sunrise, but no. Turns out this is the hill I should have been aiming for. I didn't realize it. There's hills in my way, I couldn't see it. Yeah, it's pretty strong wood, but I think that's just in the shape that it grows in. You know, these branches are kind of thin and wide. You can see the groove, but it sounds kind of like balsa wood. Listen. It's not the densest wood there is out there. Not quite balsa, but yeah, definitely not oak. Dig how it's like, you know, interweaved right there. Dead parts, living parts. Dead parts coming out of living parts. Ah, nature. Freaky, freaky shit. I wish you could see the fine details. I know there's no way they're showing up. Just so much silk. So much silk. Everything has these shiny electric golden lines shooting out of them, man. You know, I'd almost think I was tripping if I didn't know what I was looking at. Kind of does. If you look at it in a weird way, it looks like the bushes are shooting golden lasers out. But I know none of that shit's showing up on camera, so I just sound like a madman talking about it. Especially this bush, it was just at the right angle. The sun was hitting all the silk coming out of it. Just golden light. I'll have what he's smoking. Looky, looky, we're getting into pine trees. Smell anything yet, but that's probably not their fault. Oh, what is that? The first sign of Hatchet Man. He's back to carve lowercase i's into trees. Ooh, should almost definitely have service, huh? But I don't care. Sure, nothing I need service for. Yeah, that I'm walking by anyway. I really need service, but I need strong and steady, damn it. I want to utilize Starbucks. I'm not going to buy anything there, but I know they have the good Wi-Fi. We'll get some downhill. I haven't seen any of that in a while. I have to assume we're not going up and over that because, you know, and they don't like us getting too close to their technology. Not sure how far I am from water, but I guess I gotta be within a handful of miles. I haven't checked the map in forever because there's footprints and an obvious trail. But I probably should eventually to find out that I'm actually going the wrong way and following other people's footprints. Nah, the sand tells me I'm following the same cats. So blue and nice today. Starting to feel a little better out here, a little more like I belong. A lot of this is fake it till you make it, you know. So jealous. I want to glide. But you right across the sun, that's cool. Pine trees don't look so healthy, man. So far, all the ponderosa I've seen out here have been pretty, you know, just lackluster, unhealthy, or dehydrated. She's a nice one. Yeah, I bet everybody's thirsty. If I could pee on all of you, I would. I don't know much, but I know the trees are healthier when you don't take a hatchet to them. Got a little heavy-handed with that one. So at one point there was a fire hot enough to do that, but all this must have sprung forth since. Oh, those are all ponderosa. They're young, they're young. These things get huge. They make great shade trees. They don't block the wind so well because they don't grow stuff on the lower half. But that makes it cool for hanging out below them. You know, a lot of those other trees that are shade trees have so much crap to grow at the bottom that you can't get close enough to utilize the shade unless, you know, the sun's at a certain angle. Ooh, 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 close, but no cigar, you ain't getting me. If you were desperate enough, and as I always say, I drink worse. I don't need it. And I have it on strong notes that, because there's several notes, that there's flowing water up over this hill somewhere. I haven't checked how far because I still haven't looked at the freaking map. But, you know, I don't need to yet. When I start getting low on water or I don't see a sign for a while, then I'll check. Just beginning to see it. Enhance. Can you tell what that is? mine. It's a huge mine. We will see in glorious detail. On the backside. Means at least some downhill, generally a little shadier. Sometimes a buttload of snow and ice at scary angles that'll break your neck. But not here, not yet. Well, I was not expecting to see that. Check that out. That's a pile of snow right there. Yeah, go figure. It's a nice warm day. I would not have guessed there'd be any snow at all. Did I mention? Oh yeah, this is the back side of the mountain, I guess. But still. Interesting, huh? Cool. That really increases the chances of there being flowing water down at the bottom of this thing, doesn't there? Hatchet man succeeded in killing another one. He's getting on both sides. Sometimes he does. But yeah, super dead. It's all his fault. This looks like a good spot to take a break. I was thinking maybe I'll eat lunch up here. Well, the flowing water is only like maybe 2 miles away, probably less. So I was thinking I'd eat lunch there, but I don't know. It's probably not going to be as nice as this. It's going to be just a crappy triple, and I'll be happy for it. I think this would be a little more beautiful. Oh yeah, down there's that Burrow Mountain place. There's a homestead down there that allows the hikers to stay and whatnot. I don't know what it's like nowadays, but it was pretty nice 5 years ago when I was here. They're really nice people, very accommodating. I believe I will go there tonight. It's not all that far away, a few miles off trail. And I got time. Maybe they have decent Wi-Fi. I don't remember. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Oh, you see a bit of snow in the mountains over there. And that's the sunny side. Oh, it's gonna get real. Now everything will melt before I get there. It'll all be golden, and it's exactly how it's supposed to happen. And looking at the map, which I should probably do more often, but hey, you know, it is what it is. I can either go to the homestead or to the seasonal creek. But the homestead is the junction to it is first in succession, and then the creek is afterwards. So I believe I will not be seeing the creek. And then after that, there is a fire reroute where I have to, I don't know if you can see it from up here, and it looks burned. But there, for a couple of miles, they have us taking the highway. Not a big deal, you know. It's like 2 or 3 miles of trail that we're just gonna avoid and take some highway. But I don't see a 2 or 3 mile area that looks like it's been burned. But we shall see. I don't really know which way I'm headed at here, though. Maybe all that's been burned, but I doubt it. I think I'm going through here-ish. So yes, I'm going to go to Burrow Mountain and see what amenities are available. Not quite sure how far it is off trail because gut hooks doesn't really work that way, or they call it far out nowadays. But I'm just not gonna call it gut hooks forever. Just what I'm used to. Far out, man. But it shows me that it's, you know, it's not that far. So it looks like less than a mile, I'd have to guess. But you know, I didn't compare and contrast. Not that big of a deal, you know, when you're walking a few thousand miles. At the end of a day, an extra mile here or there ain't gonna change anything. You know where it puts you? Exactly where you're supposed to be. Oh, there's one of them poopy doos from recent snows. Just was all covered in snow not too long ago. Oh, horrible to think about it. Snow. That's what happens when you put your sign on too tight. It ends up inside the tree. That one's even getting eaten. They hammer the nails in, not realizing the trees get thicker. Strange enough. Yeah. We did that so that we could have cheaper stuff. Just trying to distract myself. This is way more steep down than cameras ever show. And it's really loose gravel and stuff. And I was hoping it wouldn't stress me out, but as soon as I got out onto it, I was like, ooh, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I could feel my heartbeat getting a little faster. I'm gonna start sweating a little bit. Yeah, it made some adrenaline flow. It's not straight down, but it's down enough to where if you start falling, you're gonna keep going and just be hamburger at the bottom. I mean, there's shit to grab onto and hit, you know. That's that. This isn't so bad. But certain parts of it are kind of sketchy for me. I mean, for most people, they just walk right across it. But nice spine. They say that to the ladies a lot too. Just walk up to them in the bar. It's a really nice spine you have there. It works every time. Alright, this would be one of the more extreme cases where you hatchet it and boom, its head explodes. Just boom, like that. You know, crazy shit happens. So we have a definite fork in the road. This is the way I want to go to the homestead. The way that continues on the CDT. And then you hit a dirt road right about where the water is. So I'm assuming you get the water first, because of course, you know, you kind of need that fire closure or no. And then you do a road walk for like 3 miles. Oh, that's tomorrow's stuff. Assuming I have to come back the way I'm going in, I don't know. I feel as though you're able to walk out another way. That's what my gut's telling me. But, yeah. I'm working on 5-year-old memories. Ooh, I just got hit with pine so hard that I could taste it. I think it's all just heating up in this. Nice. Way better than that car air freshener thing. Forests. I'm gonna miss them. Okay, I was following what seemed like the most obvious trail because I have nothing to go on, you know, 0 maps. You can't tell from looking at the GPS thingy, you know, this is all just a green blob. So yeah, I'm gonna head this way. I was just headed in completely the wrong direction for like ever. I could have probably been there a while ago. But now it's going to be quite a while before I get there. But hey, that's how it goes. And I'm just gonna kinda, at least it's not like dense or anything. Just gonna kinda pick and choose my way and head in the general direction I need to head. So yeah, just headed in that direction. Hoping to eventually stumble across the trail. I take little animal trails when they're available. But so far they haven't lasted long enough in the direction I'm headed. Trying to keep going that way, but it's not always easy. Without going downhill too much, because I always assume it's going to be an uphill. Try not to let any of these branches steal my gear. I think my first time getting lost. But really, are you lost when you can tap into satellites? You know? Yeah, this is how you find buried treasure, or dead bodies, or become one. Yeah, unfortunately, with the way I walked, I ended up over a mile away from where I thought I was headed. I'm hoping this dirt road leads there, but of course, you know, I don't have a map of this. This is just going by. It doesn't necessarily go in the direction I really want to go that way, but you know how these things have to switch back and forth for vehicles to get up. So I'm hoping at least it'll get me down off of these, and it looks like it's flat down at the bottom, and then I can walk over. But let's see how it works. I'll make decisions on the fly. That road was going too far in the wrong direction, man. I was like, screw that. I mean, if this was some horrible terrain full of sharp shit, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, there's still stuff. You gotta keep your eye out. But I'm more worried about branches stealing gear. Things are crafty. Somewhere in this direction, about a full mile, is where I want to be. And even being way off target and off trail and whatnot, not stressed out in the least. I still got a liter of water on me, plenty of shade, a general direction to head in. And I've been lost or misplaced so many times that, you know, it's not all that new to me. How many animals get down the hill? Keep trying to follow their things, but they go under stuff that I can't. And it just disappears for me. I mean, you have to zig and zag so much. You know, I've been lost enough to where I've developed tricks to this. Figure out which general direction you want to go, you know. You use your maps because, you know, my GPS or whatnot. And I want to head that way. Look where your shadow is. Memorize where that is. Because you will be zigging and zagging and doing your thing, but your shadow's always kind of in the same spot. Slowly moves, but... helps you from getting too lost in your being lostness. That's just adorable, that little cactus growing on top of it. There's an animal path, probably the best one I've found so far. Seems to be headed in the general direction I want to go. Let's see how that works out for me. Just go around that. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. See, this is how you lose the animal trails. I'm seeing big rocks. That makes me think cliffs. I'm seeing a lot of them, and I see a lot of like super downhill. You know, and I think I'm gonna try to get down. Seeing all these super big rocks makes me think I'm gonna come up to this precipice and be like, well, time to backtrack. So let's head down. We're gonna just follow the flow of water. And just get my socks all full of goat heads and burrs and stuff. I can feel them building up. Good. I'll pick them up later. Oh, and these are things you're not going to see in anybody else's hiking videos. I guarantee you that. Nobody's seen these rocks. Or those ones. Unless that's a road right down there. Which it is not. There's actually water in it that is moving. See, I ain't even close to being dead yet. I believe I need to be on the other side of that, but I'm good. Oh, I see a freaking sign up here. Ho, ho, ho. No idea what it says, but we're about to find it. Like, if you can read this, you are lost. Oh. No shooting, occupied area, 150 yards. Nice. Don't shoot me. Oh, kick ass. It was like right around the corner. I expected one more like good hump to get to it. Now, how do I get in without looking weird? You know, where's the front gate? Can't just go hop at a gate and start walking around in there. That's rude. These are people's seasonal homes or something. Main road I can follow or something, I think. Or road, if not main. Okay, I am at gate 2. I don't know if I can get in or not. But if I can, I think this is where I really want to be anyway, because I think gate 1 is like way over there and you have to walk through and then come downhill anyway. But it appears to be padlocked. Yeah, so I think I have to walk around to gate 1. Well, that's inconvenient. So I think where I want to be is just right down there. And that's... yeah, fairly certain. Such a bonehead move. I'm looking at the gate, but they got this thingy right here. Zing-a-la-ling. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, I am quite glad I came here. Okay, so they got showers. They don't charge for those. They got laundry. You just pay your own way. So you have to buy quarters $10 at a time and some Tide Pods. So I'm going to see if I can sell these to some hikers that are may or may not come in. And if not, then I will buy some candy bars and shit on the way out because I'm not carrying $10, well, minus my laundry. But I'm sure other hikers are coming in, and if they don't have singles, I guess they just get a free laundry out of it, you know. But I'm not walking out with these many quarters. It's just not worth it. Oh, this awesome spot right here. Okay, they let us camp for free too. She's like, you know, she points at the map, shows me what they call the apple orchard area, which is, so it's this whole area. Look at the nice shady tree. I am going in between these 3 trees. That's mine. I don't know who that is. But yeah, I'm taking this real estate right here while it's available because they don't charge for this. How nice. They got microwave pizzas and stuff like that, burritos, ice cream. So I'm going to go in and snoop around on that in a bit. after I set up, because, you know, I got to claim this real estate before somebody else does. Okay, scan the horizon. You scan the horizon. You see that guy's blue tent, right? You see my tent? You see my tent? You see my tent? I don't know if you did either. I can't tell if I did. See, it's camouflage. It's right there. It hurts. Boom! See? Calico goodness. But I mean, compared to that guy's, yeah. And if it was bright white, it would have stood out. But no, the calico does something. I'm going around and check out the prices for everything before I spend my quarters. I need to know how many quarters I need to save for the laundry and bathhouse. So I'm probably going to do those later in the day so I can just kind of go from, put my clothes in here and go naked over to there, you know, keep my shoes. And then, you know, come back afterwards and not get and hang out, wait for my clothes to be all dry. Because I don't bring extra sets. I mean, I could wear a garbage bag. Maybe I will wear a garbage bag just so I don't, you know, hurt anybody's feelings. Say, got me a dilly bar and a Red Baron pizza. 2 pizzas, supreme pizzas, for a low price of $8. Yeah, it's kind of a rip-off, but in the middle of the desert, it's convenience costs, and I'm willing to pay. The Wi-Fi here works better than it did in Lordsburg. I'm already up to like 20% or so. I didn't get past a couple percent all night in Lordsburg, so it's definitely worth the time. I'm gonna hang here all night, of course. You know, and at least get that one out, because the first one is what's holding me up. Everything holding me up. I gotta learn stuff, figure stuff out. Something probably the average 10-year-old knows nowadays, but you know. I was born on the cusp of, there were computers, of course, you know, I'm not that old, but, you know, they just weren't a huge part of our lives. I didn't learn about them, and, you know, I wasted my time playing video games. I did. Should have been learning how to code. But coding wasn't even a word when I was a kid. I mean, it was just only amongst nerds. I wasn't one of those nerds. I was a different kind of nerd. But anyway, hopefully we'll have the first one up today. That would be nice. Well, this day is working out well. I found a nice outfit in the Lost and Found while I do my laundry. I am freshly showered. I'm going to check on some YouTube stuff and do some other YouTube stuff on my phone while my computer's doing one thing. Trying to catch up. Or even start running the game. It was at 20%, and then I went back and checked and it was back down to 6%. I don't know why things do that, just to mess with me. So I'm going back to check it. I'm hoping it's like up to 30% or something by magic. Yeah, right. Back down to 1. Oh, we're up to 25%. Yeah. Feel kind of fancy. Collared shirt, vertical pleats on it and shit. My white pants too. I'm fancy. I feel like a guru or something. This is how they dress, right? Mangy looking motherfuckers. There's water in the creek right there. I assume they're making their way slowly but surely there. Yeah, they gotta stop and lick all the pee off the tree, because I'm sure that's what they're doing. I bet that's a really popular spot to pee. I want to go that way. That's the direction I was going to head, but I don't want to disturb them doing whatever deer stuff they're doing. Ah, that was really close. And I come in here to check, and I'm back down to 3%. What the fuck? And 20 minutes later, we're back up to 41. It's just toying with me at this point. There he's just right up in my way. Can you get any closer to the signal? All right, do your thing, man. We're at 59 right now. Ooh, getting there. I'm gonna go to sleep and leave that thing out, man. I don't think anybody here is gonna steal my cheap ass laptop. Just get that one out of the way. I'm gonna make myself a little dinner. Let's listen to the soothing sounds of nature. At the end of the day, it's still a trailer park. Very accommodating one, too. So they like to get a little drunk and let loose. I'm in their home. Sounds like it's gonna go late, but I can sleep next to a freight train, man. We'll see. The yelling people kind of triggers things in me. It keeps me awake, but you know, it's not aggressive, so I think I'll sleep through it. Okay, so I got my stuff uploaded, it's at like 60% now, hey? But I can't wait up for it. I was hoping to wait up for it, like start another one, no, not even close. So I'm gonna wake up and hope it's done when I wake up and carry on. Yeah. All right, good night.